Hello everyone, Andy here from Andy's Credit Corner. Thanks for tuning in. So today's going to be kind of a fun video because I'm going to talk about how I booked my trip to Southern California coming up in early 2024. And specifically, I'm going to talk about the 3 credit cards that I used to book this trip, their features and their benefits that I used to my advantage. I'm going to go into the detail in this video about how I used those cards. So first of all, if you're new to this channel, welcome. On this channel, I talk about credit cards, points, and miles, and other travel topics. So if you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe to this channel as I post some more content coming up in the next few weeks. So as I alluded to earlier, I booked myself a 3-night trip to Southern California in February of 2024 using the benefits of 3 different credit cards. The first of which being the Capital One Venture X card. So this is the card that I used to book my flight from my home airport of Madison, Wisconsin to Orange County Airport, John Wayne in Orange County, California. The cash price for this flight was a little over $300, and so I wasn't finding too many good points deals on this day because the prices were fairly low on this particular day that I was going. In case you weren't aware, this card gives you a $300 statement credit each anniversary year toward bookings made in the Capital One travel portal. So I booked myself a flight in their portal for about $324 or so. And so the $300 credit was applied immediately upon checkout. So I only had to pay about $24 out of pocket for this flight. And of course, Capital One is partnered with Hopper in their portal, which has a built-in tool to suggest whether you should book now or wait based on whether the prices are high or low. In this case, it said the prices were on the low side, so I figured this would be a good time to book it and a good place to book it. So I booked myself a flight on United connecting through Denver, and so therefore I'll probably get to see the new Capital One lounge that just opened there because I'll have a 3-hour layover in Denver. So I'll probably report back in a few months as to what my experience was like there. I figure this lounge should be nice because the other 2 Capital One lounges have gotten pretty good reviews, so I'm looking forward to seeing this one. And as a side note, because of the fact that it's a United flight, I'll get to experience their new Wilma boarding method. So that should be interesting as I have a window seat on both legs of the flight. The second card that I used to book this flight was the Chase Sapphire Preferred card. And this is the card that I used to book my hotel stay in California. So I transferred some of my Ultimate Rewards points to Hyatt, which is one of Chase's transfer partners. Of course, we all love Hyatt. So I transferred 75,000 of my Chase Ultimate Rewards points to Hyatt for the Hyatt Regency Hotel in Huntington Beach, California. It goes for 25,000 points per night. And the cash price for this hotel stay would have been like between $1,200 and $1,250. So therefore this ended up getting me about 1.65 cents per point. So maybe not the greatest cents per point ratio, but it's certainly respectable considering the points guy rates Hyatt points at being worth about 1.7 cents per point. So it's pretty much in that ballpark. And of course, I really did not feel like paying over $1,200 for this hotel stay. I much prefer to get it for free. Now, I know some of you on the internet might say, but Andy, you could have gotten maybe 3 cents per point with those Hyatt points. Well, if it makes you feel better, I do have another 3-night Hyatt stay later in the year, which I did get around 3 cents per point. And you might also like the redemption I did with the third card that I'm going to be talking about in this video. With that card being the Bilt Rewards MasterCard. This is the card that I used to book my return flight from California. I transferred 7,500 Bilt points to American Airlines, which is one of Bilt's travel partners. In fact, Bilt is the only credit card that transfers points to American Airlines, so I took advantage of that here in a pretty efficient manner. The cash price for this flight was a little over $300, and with only 7,500 points used, that comes out to somewhere around 4 cents per point, so that's a pretty solid domestic economy redemption. This is where Bilt points really came in handy because of the fact that sometimes American Airlines flights are shared with British Airways, for example, where you could book through British Airways through all of the major credit card programs. But I was not seeing too much in the way of shared availability for these flights that I was taking. Probably because I'm going between 2 more regional airports that could have something to do with it, but I was able to take advantage of American in this case. And as a side note, I'm going to be connecting through Phoenix Airport, which is going to be getting a Chase Sapphire lounge at some point, maybe toward the end of this year or maybe early next year. So I'm not sure if it might be open by February when I'm there, so maybe I'll get to check it out because of the fact that I have Priority Pass access with my Capital One Venture X card. So if it is and I manage to get in there, then again, I'll probably report back to you on it in a future video next year. So there you have it. That's what I did for booking my trip to California next year. Let me know your thoughts on my redemptions in the comments down below. I've also listed referral links in the description down below if you're interested in any of the cards that I mentioned today. If you're interested in any of those cards, I do appreciate you using those links because I do benefit from them. At the same time, I want you to all make an informed decision about which credit cards you get, and please always use credit cards responsibly. So I hope you all got some value out of this video today. Be sure to hit that like button if you haven't done so already, and make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you again in a future video. Thanks for watching.